How's it going, Ram fans? Welcome back to the first Tuesday night sports show of the semester. I'm your host, Brandon Kruse. Well, even after the Monday night sports show, there's still a lot of CSU to catch you up on. Plus, the college football transfer portal is an absolute circus, but is it justified? Here are my thoughts on Tuesday night sports, which starts right now. Let's tip things off with some women's hoops. Now, CSU has had, let's just say, a few rough spots as of late, posting a mediocre 3-4 record since the start of conference play back in late December. But even with these inconsistencies, the Rams had a golden opportunity to climb back to 500 last night when they faced a very disappointing Fresno State squad on the road. Favorites to win the Mountain West to start the year, the Bulldogs entered this one just 7-10 on the season. Still a dangerous and talented team though, CSU got all it could handle in the first half, holding a slim 1-point advantage down in Fresno. But in typical Rams fashion, CSU turned it around in the remaining 20 minutes, outscoring the Bulldogs 29-19 in the third. And after an even slate in the fourth, the road team would hang on, resulting in an impressive 78-67 victory for Coach Williams' squad in Cali. And when you look at the individual stats, it's clear to see that McKenna Hofschild went off, leading the game in scoring with 24 points, while Upe Atosu did pretty well herself, hitting 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. Perimeter and free throw shooting, as well as solid rebounding and ball control, led by Carly Murphy's 12 rebounds, were the highlights for what was a well-balanced W for the green and gold. And after this complete performance on the road, hopefully this win projects some momentum for the rest of the week, with the Rams quickly pivoting to play host to a 13-5 Nevada team in Moby Arena on Thursday. This will be a pretty even matchup, so we'll have to see how CSU holds up. And speaking of Moby Arena and Nevada, CSU men's basketball is actually playing right now as we speak against the Wolfpack. Tip-off was just about 20 minutes ago. Here's a live update. CSU holds a slim 9-6 advantage, with Chandler Jacobs scoring 4 points. Still really early in this game, we'll see if CSU can hold on. But in previous games, CSU has had a pretty tough time putting teams away. We'll see if this game is an outlier. And okay, finally moving past Rams basketball, let's take a larger look at what is happening throughout college football recruiting. With the season coming to an official close just over 2 weeks ago down in Indianapolis, head coaches all around the country are making trips to not only secure some talented high school recruits, but some potential transfers with prior college experience as well. And boy, there should be plenty of options for the latter, because during the 2021 to 2022 cycle, more than 800 FBS players have entered the transfer portal. What? That's like every student at Fort Collins High School deciding to get a fresh start. So with the portal that active, you might be wondering, why is this the case, and is it a bad thing? Let me give you my 2 cents. First off, I find the influx of players to come down to 2 reasons. One, the promise of immediate eligibility at a new school has certainly tempted athletes to set foot into the portal instead of sticking it out at where they initially signed to. Plus, the NCAA allowing athletes to earn compensation based on their name, image, and likeness has encouraged them to seek schools that will benefit their personal brands. It's not just a question of playing time anymore, but monetary gain as well. So with this being said, is this increased freedom to move through CFB like a free agent of sorts a bad thing? Well, to me, I wouldn't say so. In my eyes, I'm all for player mobility and the freedom to choose where you play. College football coaches can leave pretty much whenever they want for somewhere new, and players should have that freedom too. But obviously, for this to happen fairly, there needs to be some limits. I have 3 strategies that could help resolve and balance this process a bit more, at least to some extent. First, we need to create a portal window. Coaches are responsible for recruiting year-round, literally 365 days. We need to set 3 months during the season where students can enter into the portal to give coaches a better idea of what they're dealing with. It'll also give students a better idea of what they're dealing with. Second, we need to enact eligibility requirements for academics. Maybe a 3.0 for students requirement to get into the portal. We also would like, it's just a thing that needs to be done. College is responsible for education as well. We need to hold students to that standard in college athletes. And finally, we need to nix the early signing period. The main signing period was originally the first Wednesday of February. We need to keep that intact and not have this early signing period where it's just chaos and coaches focus on transfers instead of high school athletes. High school athletes still need to get that attention. And with that, Ram fans, that's all the sports action I have for you tonight. Be sure to join us on Thursday for more sporting news. As of now, I'm going to walk over to my fellow anchors over here and talk about the upcoming Friday game for CSU men's basketball. They're playing right now, but they do have a game against UNLV. I know I will totally be there. What about you guys?
I'm looking forward to going. Honestly, after last semester's football season, it's nice to have a team to root for.
Oh my gosh, definitely. And we're ranked in the coaches poll right now, super good for our program, and I'm super glad you'll be there, Kenny.
Yeah, I can't speak for my fellow anchors, but I haven't been to one single basketball game, and I think Thursday might be first one. Friday, yeah. I think Friday might be the first one.
Yeah, and the atmosphere at Moby Arena is insane. Last home game, we actually had a record for students that showed up in the student section. What about Ashley and Madison?
Oh, I know. I will absolutely be going. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. Madison?
It'll be my first game as a transfer student, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh, wow. Did you go to any games before then?
Not one. This is my very first one, so I'm pretty pumped about it.
Well, CSU basketball is a story this year. Women's team has done pretty well. They're 3-4 in conference play. We would like to see them kick it up a little bit, but men's basketball is a story this year, and they're just putting on a show. They have one really bad loss on the road, but other than that, they're 15-1. So we're excited to see what they can put on through the season.
Yeah, our basketball teams this year are definitely incredible. But Rams, that concludes tonight's shows.
Be sure to tune in into tomorrow's night show for this semester's first CTV Cooks,
as well as the Thursday news show.
Have a good night, Rams. See you next week.